Welcome, everyone, to Thoughtful Thursday. I'm life coach JJ Joshua at JJ4FLRinsight.com. I have been providing miracle minded spiritual life coaching since 1992. And today I want to share a very important question that we can ask ourselves daily to keep ourselves going in the direction of our true north. And I will offer a simple awareness tool on how to do that more frequently and to really integrate that into our life. And the question is so simple. Is that on my list? Is that really mine to do? We have so many things coming into our day on the internet, through our community, through the job, things that are always asking of our time and resources. And to just take a beat, take a minute, step back, and say, if somebody asks you to do something, say, let me think about that. I just need a moment to look at all my commitments and check that out. It's a very kind way to take care of yourself and really consider if this is for you to do, if this is on your list. And I'll tell you how this came up for me. A few weeks ago, I was reminded of how important that question is. Is this mine to do? Is this on my list? And it came after watching a documentary, I Am Greta, about Greta Thunberg, or Thunberg is the name, the Swedish environmental activist. And the movie deeply touched me. Greta deeply impressed me. I just love you, Greta. Thank you for your work and service in the world. But within a few hours after watching the movie, my mind was changed. I kept thinking, what would Greta do with this? Everything I picked up, even my plastic toothbrush, I started feeling guilty about everything and every resource I was using and thinking about all the ramifications of every single thing I do. And I started feeling guilty and irritable, but mostly I started feeling overwhelmed. So I lived with this inner state for about 3 days, and I went, what is going on? Inner resourcing is important. And I just stepped back and realized that I had subconsciously taken on Greta's job. Greta's job clearly is her soul's mission, is her life's mission to educate the world about climate changes and environmental law. That's her job. It's not my job. My job is to help people with their inner climate, how to change the inner climate and be resourceful on the inner realm. That's clearly my job. And everything I've done for the last 40 years of my life has been toward that. And all of a sudden I heaped onto it a whole nother job. And I had to go through a formal ceremony with myself of firing myself from becoming Greta's assistant. That's not my job. Now it is my job, as it is all of ours, to be environmentally respectful and considerate, to pre-cycle and recycle and buy from sustainable farming whenever possible and watch your travel. And it is our job, all of us, to be mindful of the human resources and the earth resources that we're using to the best of our ability. Yeah, that's my job. But it is not mine to educate the world about global change and environmental protection. So I brought myself back to my own true north. What am I to do? And this reminds me of a very important quote by Mark Ruddock, that every yes comes with it 1,000 no's. I've also heard it say that for everything you say yes to, yes, this is what I want in my life, you must defend that yes with 1,000 no's. I have a personal experience of this. 4.5 years ago, I decided to make a major change with my health. And one of the choices was to completely stop consuming 100% abstinent from all flour and sugar and sweeteners of any kind. Boom. That's the decision. I was saying yes to greater health. Well, I can tell you, you can imagine how many no's living in America that I must defend that yes with all day long, every day. But saying no to all the opportunities for flour and sugar isn't a burden, because the yes has become so powerful for me, the greater health. The awareness tips are, when you are thinking about something obsessively, something you committed to or a person or something, you might check to see if you had committed to something that really is not on your list. Maybe it was on your list once or twice, but not on a continual basis. And that can be a person, an institution, a habit. It can be anything that you might have said yes to consciously or unconsciously, like I did, and step back and take a look at it. So obsessing stories is a clue that maybe there's something that needs to be removed from your list. The other feeling is guilty. You're feeling guilty because, well, you're not doing it and you don't want to do it. When you are doing it, you don't want to do it. And then you feel guilty, and it's a guilt mess. Guilt is absolutely not on my list. I teach no guilt, zero guilt living, and I choose to live that way as well. So guilt, the little fantasies, feeling overwhelmed, and just mad and irritable. Now, there's lots of moments in life when we can just be irritable in general, but the obsessive story about a person, a thing, or something that you've committed to, that's your clue that maybe it's time to take a step back, walk that commitment back to the best of your ability with kindness for yourself and all others involved, and reset what is really on your yes list. It is our right. It is a spiritual law to take care of yourself first. In fact, it's spiritual law number one. You're given energy and a body and a life, and it's your job one, to take care of yourself first, so that then you are then available to assist others along the way. Even the airlines know this, right? Please place your air mask on first before assisting those that may be traveling with you. Duh, taking care of ourselves first absolutely involves using the word no. N-O, two little words, two little letters, but one big word that says, no, that is not going to fertilize my yeses. No, thank you so much. That's just not, I don't have the resources available for that right now. No is one of the most powerful words you can ever employ in your vocabulary. So I invite you to embrace the two questions. Is this on my list? Is this really mine to do? And the single word no, so that you are guided on your true north. You are not overwhelmed with other people's lists, that you can show up for yourself, be your best self, be true to yourself every day with the power of a simple question and a single word. I thank you for clicking in today. And as always, be kind to your mind, and ta-ta for now.